You see, as we know from a famous quote from 50 Cent, Ghetto Quran, you see, Preem was the businessman and Prince was the killer from the world's famous, Queen's famous Supreme Team. What was Bimmy? You see, everything that stays in the dark eventually comes to the light. And sometimes you got to face that, especially when the most dangerous guy, one of the most dangerous men, the leader, Kenneth Supreme McGriff, comes out and says, Bimmy was a rat for over 40 years? Let's talk about it.
This is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Oh, this is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Hey, this is Harlem legend, no cap. Harlem legend TV, we the realest on the screen. Breaking down the culture, keeping everything clean. Hip-hop stories raw, nothing in between. From the block to the world, we chasing a dream. See the world through a lens so wide. Every hood story, every truth they hide. I'm the pulse of the block where the truth resides. Harlem Legend TV where the realness abides. Harlem Legend TV where the realness abides. Harlem Legend TV where the realness abides.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Thank you for everybody subscribing to the channel. We are past 50,000. I appreciate everybody that support the channel. We on our way to 100K. You dig? We on our way to 100K. I appreciate y'all. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. I ain't gonna hold you. Queens, the most famous Southside Supreme Team. You heard? Most notable as one of the kings of Queens. We gotta call it what it is. One of the Queens legends. You heard legends. Kenneth Supreme McGriff, we all know he is serving life in prison at the moment. Okay? And everyone, and including me, just everyone has been waiting to hear what's really been going on out here, because we all know Bimmy. And Bimmy's been running around the internet at one point like he couldn't be touched. Yeah. And shout out to Bullets Gotti. Shout out to Zip with the Drip. Because I remember when this first came to the light. Yeah, let's break that down. When it first came to the light, that Bimmy, aka Music, was a rat, Bullets Gotti pulled up on 050. I remember it like it was yesterday. He pulled up on me in China and he basically told us Bimmy was a rat. Why you think they didn't put him in the documentary that Nas has something to do with? See, we all sat back because we had no proof of that. You heard? We couldn't say anything about that. You can't just throw the rat label on people without actually having the entire proof. So what happened? I gotta be real. Zip with the Drip came out. And Zip with the Drip had paperwork. Yeah. Zip with the Drip had the rundown on Bimmy. That's when my attitude changed. That's when a lot of people's attitude changed. But at the end of the day, a lot of people still wasn't jacking Zip. You got to keep it. I got to call it what it is. A lot of people still wasn't jacking Zip. I was all the way with it. Yes, hey, I was all the way with it. I wasn't convinced when Bullets Gotti pulled up, but I was convinced when Zip with the Drip started going in every day and made it such a viral moment. Well, let me break this down to y'all, because Kenneth Supreme McGriff is a notorious former drug lord from Queens, New York, who founded the organized crime syndicate known as the Supreme Team. He was convicted of multiple felonies, including 2 murder for hire homicides, and was sentenced to life in 2007. his rise in the early 1980s. McGriff established a Supreme Team which controlled the lucrative crack cocaine trade in Paisley Park houses in South Jamaica, Queens. At its peak, the gang employed hundreds of dealers and generated an estimated $200,000 a day. Yeah, during that crack epidemic, during that crack era, that's what they were doing. The Supreme Team used extreme violence to maintain control over the territory. After 50 Cent released a song called Ghetto Quran, we just spoke about that, y'all, which detailed the history of Supreme Team. He was shot multiple times in 2000 while never proven in court. Prosecutors allege McGriff was involved. Murder for hire. In 2007, McGriff was convicted of hiring hitman to kill rival gangsters Eric E. Moneybag Smith and Troy Singleton in 2001. He was ultimately sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Current status as of 2025, he remains incarcerated, currently housed at USP Beaumont in Texas. So he is in the feds, serving a whole lot of time. And let's not forget, because we got to speak about this, y'all. Y'all might forget. Prince Miller? Yeah, because you heard what 50 Cent said. You heard Preem was the businessman and Prince was the killer. Well, let's not forget, Prince came home after serving 30 years in the penitentiary. Yeah, I got to keep it real. He came home after serving 30 years in the penitentiary. And I got to be real. A lot of people were waiting. Yeah, a lot of people were waiting for him to at least speak on the situation. A lot of people were waiting on Prince to speak on this. You heard this was like floating around everywhere. As soon as he came home, I think he did 36 years. Let's break this down. During the 1980s, Miller was the right-hand man to his uncle, Kenneth Supreme McGriff, and a member of the Supreme Team drug trafficking gang in Queens, New York. He served over 30 years in prison. And as y'all can see, now he's living his best life. Thank God. God bless this man. You heard the documentary just dropped, y'all. Exclusive. If you want to get Queens history, make sure y'all tap into www.princemillernyc.com. I'm going to say that again. www.princemillernyc.com, because they seem to be giving out the details of what's going on here. Yeah, with Bimmy, aka Music. Look, he said a lot on the internet, y'all, and I ain't gonna lie, Zip with the Drip tripped him up quite a few times, but it never was confirmed until now. And don't get me wrong, Zip had the paperwork, but now it's ultimately confirmed because Kenneth McGriff, he comes out and confirms. Yeah, he confirms. Bimmy has been a rat for over 40 years. Pay attention, y'all.
Away on conspiracy charges.
He had been arrested and prosecuted based on a search of a premises that he was in.
These were dirty cops who were working with a dirty, lying CI. Sergeant Forster and Myron Cherry both lied under oath just to try to arrest me. James Bimmy Antney has been a CI for over 40 years. Bimmy is the CI they described in this search warrant affidavit.
Do you hear what he just said, y'all? Let me do that again, one more time.
CI for over 40 years. James Bimmy Antney has been a CI for over 40 years. Bimmy is the CI they described in this search warrant affidavit and lies that two people were kidnapped and beaten in near death. It was a lie. When they did the search, no evidence of a kidnapping existed. This is what informants do. They lie. And the police and prosecutors don't care. They just want to win no matter.
I gotta be real. Make sure y'all check out the full documentary. It's Queen's history. I'm just giving y'all the backstory of Bimmy, aka Music. Yeah, I gotta be real, y'all. And when you break this all down, You heard? I don't even care about the people that was protecting him. I don't even care about the people that was going against what was already manifested by Zip with the drip. Let's get to that. But I want to show y'all because he was in the industry heavy. Let's keep in mind, he is family to Waka Flocka. You heard? He's his uncle. So when you break this all down, he was using the tag as a Supreme Team. Bimmy, that's from the Supreme Team. And as you can see, he was rubbing shoulders with the best of them. He's rubbing shoulders with all these guys, Fat Joe, Uncle Murder. Look at all these guys in the industry that he's rubbing shoulders with. I'm just being real, y'all. And Jam Master Jay, I mean, he was around all these guys. Gucci Man, rest in peace to Shorty Low. This guy has been all over the industry. And if you're wondering if one of your partners why he got locked up allegedly, you never know. Now we're wondering why Rod Diggs went to jail. It's a lot, over 40 years. When you break this down and really look at all of this, y'all, you got to really break this down and take this into account. This has been 40 years, 40 plus years. This man has been an informant, a CI. And this is the man Supreme, the one that ran the whole situation. He knows. You heard there's no paperwork needed here. This is bad money all the way around the board. Hopefully Supreme can get some type of relief. You dig what I'm saying? Because there's guys like this, that scumbags, they just nasty. You heard they nasty, and these guys will get put away for things that they did. Because a rat, a snitch will say anything and do anything to stay out of prison. And that's what I believe. To be honest with you, that's what I believe Bimmy's been doing this whole time. That's what they do. They was telling anybody to stay out of prison. This is nasty work all the way around the board. God bless everybody involved because it's been years that he's been running around the internet and a lot of people have been protecting him. You heard? I'm not even mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You got to be careful if you ever been around this guy because at the end of the day, you're going to be, you're in hot water. You heard? You telling this man all your secrets, you're in hot water. This guy's willing to tell on anybody to stay out of jail. You heard, Fat Joe, if you did any dirt or anything around this guy at any point in time, you have to be very careful because there's one man that's serving the rest of his life behind bars. Supreme. You heard? Kenneth Supreme McGriff. This is nasty all the way around the board, y'all, man. Yo, yeah. Hey, look, it's been a long time coming, y'all, with this one. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been a long time coming. And he basically tricked a lot of people to whack 100s. All these guys came out protecting him at first. And then whack 100 fell back after he started seeing Zip's paperwork. But he thought that Supreme was never going to speak. I don't get this. Like, what do we do here? Are we protecting these rats or are we putting them out there so the people could analyze and say what they want to do? If you're a civilian, I understand it. If you don't care if he ratted or not, I understand it. But at the end of the day, he has pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes for over 40 years. That's a lot of damage, a lot of work done, a lot of people in prison. I'm going to be real. That's a lot of people James, Bimmy, Antney put in prison. Think about it. Look, I ain't the one that said it. I got to keep it real. I didn't say it. Supreme said it. Supreme, one of the most stand-up guys in Queens. Yeah, he's serving a life, one of the most stand-up individuals in Queens. He said it. Yo, it's your boy E or you, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Get in the comment section immediately. Get in the comment section. Let me know if you're shocked or if you already knew, because after Zip with the drip dropped the paperwork and you seen him on, I didn't forget, we see him on We Locked In and all of these guys protecting him. And I mean, he's fumbly-tumbly and he's telling the same story that Zip already had. Come on now. You can't be that crazy. You heard? What do you say to the people that was protecting him? What do you say to the people in the industry that he's been around all these years? And you wondering how your homeboy ended up locked up? Well, surprise. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. This is wow. Salute.